Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a review of the Ninjutso Sora 4K. Of course, you guys can tell by the title, I think this is the best revised version of a mouse to date. I think they've done an incredible job from the first mouse that I had in my hand to the 4K version of the mouse with a better coating, better skates, better overall structural integrity, and really nice feeling optical switches. You guys can see I have a wide array of mice that I've tried on this channel, and certainly the number of mice I've tried on my own time exceeds the number of reviews that I have on the channel. And this right now, I think for me, is probably in my top 3. I'm performing extremely well on the Ninjutso Sora 4K, and there's just something about it now that I really love it. Now, although the mouse is in my personal top 3 right now, and that's just based off my own individual performance in Apex, Fortnite, etc., I do have to say, and you guys can get a closer up view of the Sora 4K dongle here that does come in the box with the base price, which of course is a little bit higher since it's included. But I do have to say I do have stutters like I did on the Lamzu 4K in Apex Legends. Every once in a while, it'll just feel like a massive frame rate drop, and it only lasts anywhere from a second to 2 seconds, goes away. I didn't really notice the issue on 4K in Fortnite, and I did not really notice the issue in Valorant, but it did occur every so often in Fortnite as well. 2000 hertz polling rate, the mouse feels absolutely phenomenal and very comparable to the performance of other high polling rate mice. I think the size of the mouse is probably best compared to something along the lines of an Atlantis Mini as well as a Pulsar X2. To me, it's almost like a mishmash of the X2 and Atlantis Mini. But I think the thing that really sets the shape apart from something like the X2, and you can see it is smaller than the X2, is the shape and its feel, and the curves just feel drastically different, with the Sora kind of having this kind of angled flatness on the bottom once you get in from the butt, and then it kind of curves up together with the left and right sides and angling in on the entire hump, which actually does remain kind of consistent as it slopes up to its peak. Again, making it feel kind of like how the Atlantis Mini slopes up, but made larger, closer to the X2 Medium, and just feels, to me, a whole lot better, and I perform a whole lot better with this than the Atlantis Mini. The best thing on this is definitely the ohm runs. I've got Razer, I've got Pulsar, even the G Pro Superglide 2. These switches to me are just so light and spammable, and they do feel the closest to very good mechanical switches. And the beautiful thing about these switches in the Sora is just the consistency of the feel. You can see that the plastic covers a pretty good surface area, kind of like the Pulsar X2, but the consistency of the feeling of the switch from the bottom of the plastic of Mouse 1 and Mouse 2 all the way to the top, it remains very consistent in feel no matter what area of the plastic you hit, except maybe the very, very beginning of Mouse 1 and Mouse 2. Scroll wheel feels very good. It does feel, to me, pretty similar to something maybe along the lines of the Bruce Lee X2. And I do think that in terms of overall build quality, you can see pre-travel is minimal. Just a little flex on Mouse 1 and Mouse 2 that could be perceived as a little pre-travel. And then there's barely any post-travel after actuation of those optical switches. These side buttons are still glossy instead of matte, but the coating here is vastly improved, with the coating feeling a little more rubberized and making my hand just have a consistent grip on the mouse all throughout my duration of playing during a long stream or a long gaming session. So the performance of the mouse with the angling and size of the mouse, I just perform so much better on this than I remember playing on the original Sora, and just the overall build quality. The thing is built like an absolute tank. And when you get to the bottom side of the mouse, you can see the skates are new as well. These perform phenomenal on glass. There's no PTFE shavings. This is probably the first time I can say that I have never even thought or contemplated about changing out the default skates. I think they're really good, and I just don't feel any need to change those. They feel great on glass as well as cloth and hybrid materials. So overall, you have a really nice performing mouse Maybe a few issues right now on 4000 hertz polling rate. It could be, of course, hardware dependent or game engine dependent. But overall, a really nice feeling mouse, again, with what I think is the best optical switch implementation to date. Absolutely solid performance that I'm having on this right now. And again, it's going to fall into my top 3, which is a huge improvement over the original, which was not even in my top 8. So a really nice showing from Ninjutso, and I hope that they continue this build quality moving into the future and just this overall performance feel. I think they've done really nice here, and I'm looking forward to, hopefully, the same refresh on the Ninjutso Katana. That's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope it helped. If it did, please leave a sub to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace.